Hello, reader, and thank you for joining me for another Morpheme Matrix. Today we are in Lesson 2 of words with the base word tract. As we said in Lesson 1, tract means to draw or pull. Tract is a free root, which means it's a base word that can stand on its own as a word. Root words can have affixes added to them to create new connected words. Yesterday we added some prefixes, or in Lesson 1. In Lesson 2, we're going to add some suffixes. These are very common suffixes that we see, and we learned what they meant probably a couple of years ago, but we're going to continue to practice them to see how they impact words. So we know that S can make a word plural, or it can be a change in verb tense, kind of a present tense verb, or depends on how many, what kind of subject it is, plural or singular. Ed is a change to past tense, and ing is a present verb tense. Let's give it a try. Let's start with tract, and let's add S. So we know tract means to draw or pull, and S is a plural or change in verb tense. If I add tract plus S, what's my new word? It's tracts. That is correct. Now, I do want to point out, some of you may already know, tract here, the way we're learning it this week, means to draw or pull. It's a free root. It has more than one definition too. Tract can also be a piece of land. But for our purposes this week, we're going to look at to draw or pull. Morphologically, the verb tract consists of the root tract, meaning to pull or to draw, and the suffix s, which indicates the third person singular form in the present tense. As a verb, tracts means to pull or drag something in a particular direction. In a sentence, we would say, the heavy sled tracked slowly through the snow, requiring much effort to move it along the cold, thick ice. Let's give it a try again. We have tract. This time let's add ed, which is a change to past tense. So tract to draw means to draw or pull, ed change to past tense. Now, if I add that, it actually is not a word. Tracted is not a word. However, I am going to bring back one of our previous prefixes, dis, which means not or apart. That way we can make a real word. So we're going to add dis, which means not or apart, tract, which means to draw or pull, and ed, which is a change to past tense. If I put those together, what's my word? Distracted. That's correct. What might that mean if I put those definitions together? Morphologically, the verb distracted consists of the prefix dis, meaning apart or away, the root tract, meaning to pull or to draw. The suffix ed indicates the past tense. As a verb, distracted means pulled away or diverted one's attention from something, often causing a lack of focus. Some of you might be distracted right now. In a sentence, she was so distracted by the noise outside that she couldn't concentrate on her homework. Let's try another one. We have tract, and I put ing, which is not correct. It is a present tense verb. Make sure we have that correct. Now, if again, like tracted, it's not a real word if I put tracting, but I am going to bring back, again, one of our prefixes from Lesson 1. We have the prefix re, which means again or back. If I add these three, re, again or back, tract, to draw or pull, ing, present verb tense, what's my new word? Retracting, that's correct. And what might that word mean? Morphologically, the verb retracting consists of the prefix re, meaning again or back, the root tract, meaning to pull or to draw. The suffix ing indicates the present participle or ongoing action. It's happening now. And as a verb, retracting means pulling back or withdrawing something, such as a statement or part of something. In a sentence, we might say, after realizing his mistake, he began retracting his earlier comment, apologizing for what he said. And that's our three suffixes. We're going to practice some words that end with those suffixes with tract. This is our silent blending. Again, don't say it until you see the suffix. Let's get started. Retracting, subtracted, distracts, detracting, retracted, subtracts, distracting, subtracted, detracts. And again, that's using everything we've learned in lesson 1 and lesson 2. I hope those were easy to read. I hope you can figure out what those words mean. If you're not sure about what they mean, go back and check lesson 1 to look at the prefixes we learned there. Until next time, happy reading.